Okay, well, a little disruption, but I'm back. So I didn't catch really what this said. I'm trying to focus on the game, but I got really absorbed in the chat. I apologize about that. Which I might as well turn the chat off if I'm gonna get spam accounts coming in here, which I don't appreciate. So this is Dante's Inferno. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, as long as you're in the chat, you could just say what's up. I guess you could ask me a question. Don't sell your services in my chat. I apologize. So I need to make better rules, I guess. But I was checking the walkthrough, so I won't have my eyes on it. But I'm just gonna open the next room. So I was trying to explain the game. Okay, this game takes actions. I just wasted a Carmelite water to get a free action, so I do have a royal jelly to restore effort points. Examine the painting with sword. It depicts Paul, mentions Pilgrims of Rome, has the number 11 underlined twice. So should I go back to the painting? I didn't really catch any of that. Where's the painting? It's the number 11 twice.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Yeah, I'm LGBTQ inclusive, so I welcome all people here, no matter how you identify. And St. Paul on the Road to Damascus.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
I didn't see the number 11 twice. Do it
Caravaggio
again,
attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
The painting with a sword. Am I at the wrong painting? Maybe. It's the only way I can play this game is slow as heck. So the painting with the sword, is that in the next room then? Usually there's something on the bookshelves. Dante's Inferno. Something on this shelf? No. It really took me out of my game because I didn't know how to work the chat. I saw my notes. I gotta figure something out here.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
What do I do here? Go to the New Testament and read Paul's. Am I in the wrong place? Look on the floor next to the window for an item. Look on the window next to the floor for an item. The floor next to the window. Nothing there. So. I'm tripping because I think I'm in the wrong place. I apologize. So I'm just going to open the door. That's the only thing I see next. My walkthrough is a little off. It says stuff about thing with a sword. There's no sword in this image. Well, there is. Holding a spear. So let's open the door. Consult my notes. We must find a way to communicate.
Door appears to be locked on the other
trust
side.
my faith, the man with the sword.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like like a key falling to the floor.
Difficulty 1. Use the disc. Force open the door. Use the disc. What's that?
We'll see if it works.
The magnet. Nice. You know, I'm hoping this is missing from the walkthrough page. You know, I think this is where the puzzle begins. And from here, I have to put some clues together. It's gonna take an hour, probably. So yeah, I read the chat. I'm LGBT inclusive. You know, if you're a regular person, you come in. If you're not a regular person, you're gonna sell me stuff. You know, no, I'm not. I'll come in. Sorry. So it said something. The man with the sword. Go to the window. There's an object on the floor. It was full of clues, okay. A little chest. Object on the floor. There we go. It's a collector coin. Oh, I already got the item. It's the magnet. I already got that part. Proceed to the next room. Real fun starts. No, you can access a list of clues by using the button. If you specialize in occultism or detective or a Christian, you're in luck solving this puzzle regardless. You can navigate a series of clues in order to find messages exchanged in the New Testament between your mother and the accomplice. Painting with a sword, which I did not see at this point. Painting with a sword. That must be that. So, let's do it.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean? Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Got some royal jelly. That's awesome. That's a coveted item. So with these 2 royal jellies, I can have 4 points. I use the Carmelite water I have yet next to do a high point act. 3 points or more. With these 2 points, I can use the Carmelite water, but I'm going to decline almost all the points. Go to the New Testament and read Paul chapter 11 verse 11. Paul chapter 11 verse 11. I'm gonna read it now, man. This is the Bible. It's open. It'll read it for me.
New Testament.
How would I even know? Epistles of Paul, first half. Epistles to Romans. There's a lot of options here. New Testament 11:11. Do I have my Bible handy? No, I don't. Good beginning. But yeah, I do video streams. I'll upload the archive onto my YouTube channel, Turtle Island Tetragrammaton. Can't even find it. How pathetic is that? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm really thorough in the way I play this game. This game is like sacred to me. I'm looking up Paul. John, Paul, Matthew, Mark, Luke. What is it even called, man? There's no book of Paul, is there? No, I don't think so. Oh, it says Romans, so I'll go to Romans. And we'll match them and see if they fit. Romans 11:11. Here it is. So I ask, they stumbled so as to fall? By no means. But through their trespass, salvation has come to the Gentiles, so as to make Israel jealous.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply. Hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Beardless man is next. Prophecy mentioned in the clue refers to the book of Revelations. Numbers should be added to the previous chapter and verse numbers to find the correct verse to read.
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer. The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean? On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John. It's St. John, painted by Guido Reni.
All right, all right. So what else? It says here the prophecy mentioned in the clue refers to the book of Revelations. It says the number should be added to the previous chapter and verse numbers. What do I know about this apostle? I don't have that, so keep doing the code. I mean, I could just use my. Got a book, Sophistria. Let's check it out. Important book in the art of sophism. That version. Anglicus. I'm interested in who that is. Well, give me a minute here, I'm not in any rush here. Every day is Christmas, you know what I mean? We're Albertus. Okay, let's go. Sophistry. Sophistry. Anglicus was a super smart 13th century English scholar, mostly known as an astronomer who taught at places like the University of Montpellier. Maybe Paris too. He wrote this famous commentary in 1271. Buddy, I got the cat on my lap. He's needy. Trying to read it though. The sphere of the universe helped teach astronomy back then about sophism. Cool work, Sophistria. There we go. Collection of sophisms. These tricky puzzles and debates used to teach grammar and logic in medieval universities. Fun brain-teasing exercises on language rules. It's a rare example of sophismatic teaching in grammar.
The chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Do I have a key? I don't have a key. Use the right key. Use the left key. I'm going to choose that if I can. So I'm not ready to do the next one. I gotta choose the. Sorry, I'm in the chat. I promise. It's hard to see everything really. This is chapter 12, verse 14. I didn't really get the clue. To be frank, I didn't get the clue. But I know the answer. Where is it? Book of Revelation. John. Revelation to John? I lost it.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
So then probably gotta go over to here then. Alright. What's all this?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Don't pull them out right now, please. Why did that save? Oh, a double store. Don't want that, please. Man, writing. The sheet over there. Well, I'm ready to do the sheet. You do the sheet.
Amber crystals.
No, just pulling out. Cool. So we looked at these paintings and said, no way.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Think about the group of pilgrims. Difficulty level 3. So I don't think I need to do it. Erudition. Let's look at the frame. Actually, we'll get everything here. So I'm going back here to Corinthians, eh? Epistle to Corinthians. Is that in here? Can't even see that, man. What's it say? Couldn't read that. Epistles, Paul, 1 through 2. Epistle to the Corinthians, 1. Verse 6, 7.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
Analyze the book, that's what it says. Bible is famous. Read. Gutenberg. Gutenberg Bible.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord. A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
Alright, stop reading. I mean, how would you figure all this out?
Later.
Without a guide. It says here, examine painting hung above the chest of drawers. I haven't done that one yet. Did that face, then did the one on the floor. The message in Hebrew refers both to another clue and to the Epistle of Hebrews. So what am I doing here? Inspect the surroundings? Number 8, clue in the third message, correct verse, read epistles 2:2, epistle to the Hebrews 6:8. It's kind of a math thing.
Painting of St. Mark,
St.
from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni. There's nothing worth noticing here.
Okay, what am I doing here? Behind the painting. Inspect the dusty furniture.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Why in Hebrew? I know what it means.
It says, count in the dust. All right, let's do it. No, nothing of value here.
Okay, what's left? Behind the
It's
painting.
too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Yeah, not messing with that, so let's be done. And yeah, I mean, I don't expect, you would need a Bible, actually, to be able to figure all this out, because you can't count the verses any other way. Epistle to Hebrews 6:8.
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message. There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's see tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the acts counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul. St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Two representations of the same saint.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtain of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have a guide, I wouldn't be able to figure this out at all. So I'm not even gonna like waste my complaints. Chapter 10:8.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note.
Got the theologian badge. 1 point in occultism. You found Mother's messages in the Bible.
A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Clearly, she must be trying to do something useful, but what?
Vigilance skill check, it says.
Remind me of anything?
I'm not really
Probably has
following
to do with
well.
an object or something. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found?
I don't know what to say here. Do I have vigilance? Well, I want to check. Do I have vigilance? You know, do I have vigilance at all? I think I do. I do. So I'll just use a Carmelite water and use it. I want to know where it is, and the guide doesn't help me at all. Here. So I'll just do that then. So go back.
It was a study. I'm practically sure of it. Yes, it's the painting that was behind Mortimer's study. Well, let's see if Mortimer has anything to hide behind his painting.
But I want to go to sleep.
Mortimer's getting his
I don't
guests
want to
together.
continue.
I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
I want to finish the day, you know. It's not gonna happen, so. This is terrible. Join the other guests. I don't have any points. I have 3 effort points. That's all I have to complete this. It says here, I'm going to read forward and see if I want to continue or end the stream now. Head downstairs. Here you must choose whether or not you want to give information to Emily about her sister. Show her the messages. Tell her about your vision. Emily already knows what happened in your vision, so no point in hiding that. Tell her unlocks the honest trait and +1 logic. In the salon, you'll learn that Louis, King of France, died at the hands of the Revolutionary Tribunal. This doesn't upset Napoleon. Piaggi, however, is upset. French kings are said to be kings by divine right. France was the nicknamed eldest daughter of the church until secular politics brought by the revolution. You then enter a confrontation with Waldner. You're not allowed any mistake here. It's imperative you have some degree pretend to know about his business deal with your mother. Use Devil's Thorn if necessary. Which one's that? Cures negative alterations. Reviews of immunities and vulnerabilities. Manipulation and psychology aren't vulnerability, they're safe choices. Wallner's working from home. There isn't any way to figure that out than pure guesswork. Once you're done exploring the place, go to Mortimer's study through the staircase. There you'll find the nightmare, more specifically, a depiction of sleep paralysis. Before following Sarah beyond the nightmare, explore the room. So I already did the chest. That's where I got confused, so I got thrown off. Mortimer's genealogy contains general storyline hints. The bird bribed to speak about Sarah using berries or chocolate. Combination needed to go beyond the nightmare can be found either on the paintings behind the birdcage. You can also examine the lever under the painting for further skill check hints. Make sure you explore Mortimer's study and secret room. Very thoroughly explore the nails, the geopolitical maps, the book for shepherd trait and one manipulation. Once you're ready to leave, pick up the sword stuck in the globe. Go back to the 4 digits code, same mechanism on the other side. Here you rotate the cylinders so the correct combination appears on the other side of the wall. Note that since all of the numbers are upside down on this side of the wall, a 6 will look like a 9, leaving a secret room. It gives you the Master of Escape trait and 1 in subterfuge. I don't know how to meet Baru in this chapter. A choice then to search for your mother or spy on Piaggi and Walner. Eavesdropping gives you Snooper trait, subterfuge. As you might have guessed, the sword picked up beyond the nightmare comes from the manor's garden. Head to the gallery, proceed to the garden, observe Aridane's statue for a couple skill checks. Like in the myth, her thread will guide you through the labyrinth. Peru is nearby. You can talk to him. Get additional information about his situation as you are in his trust. Look around the maze for hints and consumables. Once you're ready to go, thrust your sword in the heart of Minos and proceed down to the crypt. You get the analytical trait and 1 in logic for solving the maze puzzle on your first try. Oh yeah, I'm definitely burnt out of this, but again, I'll say, yeah, I'm not prepared to do it, to be honest, so I'm going to try to kill it here. I appreciate anyone joining me. Find me on YouTube. It's Turtle Island Tetragrammaton. Again, that's Turtle Island Tetragrammaton. Actually, just changed my name. My YouTube name is Nicholas Jeremiah. So, hope you have a blessed night. See me again next week, same time, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll try to get in here. So, either way, maybe I should continue a little bit, I was really trying to kill it this soon, but, I'm running out of gas here. Yeah, I did the the Bible messages. Head downstairs, talk to Emily's sister, tell her the truth. Louis died. Don't, talk to, Piaggi and Napoleon. Enter a conversation with Wallner. Use Devil's Thorn. They're safe. Wallner's working for him. Home. Explore the place. Go to Mortimer's study on the second floor. Find the nightmare. Follow Sarah beyond the nightmare. Explore. Talk to the bird. Check out his genealogy. Find the combination. Then you enter the secret room. Explore more maps. Explore nails. Explore a book. Ready to leave. You go down the secret passageway. Master of Escape. So that will be the end of that. So yeah, I'm going to kill it here. I'll leave that for another time. So I've been Nicholas. This is niclikebic. And I hope you have a blessed night. Join me on my YouTube channel, Turtle Island Tetragrammaton. Otherwise, if you just search Nicholas Jeremiah, I'm sure you'll find me. Have a blessed night. See you again next week. Be well.